often than not, people use the excuse of not having a travel partner as the reason they do not travel. But this hasn't held me back yet. My name is Cailin, and I'm a 25-year-old Canadian traveling by myself through Spain. As I travel to Valencia and Barcelona, I make new friends, see the biggest aquarium in Europe, some amazing works of art, and a whole lot more. This is Travel Yourself. First stop is the city of Valencia. Hola from Spain. I've just arrived in Valencia after 25 hours of travel. Left yesterday at 8 a.m. from Halifax, Montreal with a 9-hour stopover, then to Paris and finally Spain. I arrived at the hostel exhausted, but it was time to explore Valencia. The first thing I like to do when I get to a new city and I'm traveling by myself is grab a couple maps, check them out and see where I want to go and things that I want to do. And then I like to stick them in my bag and go get lost. Valencia is the third largest city in Spain and is home to over 800,000 people. Valencia is a great city for any type of traveler to visit. There is tons of beautiful architecture, new and old, to look at. There are bull rings to go watch a bullfight, enjoy the beach, and my favorite is the City of Arts and Sciences, located in the city's greenbelt. The City of Arts and Sciences is home to many things, including an IMAX cinema, an interactive science museum, gardens, an opera house, a concert hall, and my favorite, l'Oceanographique, which is the largest aquarium in all of Europe. Opened in 2003, the aquarium has 45,000 animals from 500 different species. My two favorite things at the aquarium had to be the seahorses and the beautiful weedy sea dragon found off the coast of Australia, which I had never even heard of before. Travelers sometimes fear that they won't meet new people when they travel solo, but I didn't have that problem at the aquarium or at the hostel I stayed in. A few of the travelers I met were traveling solo too, and I asked them a few questions as to why they also chose to travel this way. What do you think the benefits of it are?
You meet more people, have more random sort of experiences rather than traveling with your friends.
How do you feel about your own security when you're traveling by yourself?
I think it's just about having common sense. If you're going out at night, befriend people in your hostel, go out together.
I like to sort of do my own thing, and you can do that when you're traveling by yourself.
You go by yourself, you meet people who are in the exact same place as you, who are doing the same thing as you.
Aside from solo travelers, I also spoke with Emmanuel, the manager of a hostel. Do you have a lot of single travelers staying at the
Loads.
Would you say that's the majority?
Definitely, yeah. I think it's one of the best ways to do it, because when you travel by yourself, you are so much more open to experiences and to whatever is going to come to you. While when you are with friends, as we were saying before, you tend to create your own little environment. Yeah, you're visiting a place, but you're not really living the situations that are occurring to you in the same way.
I talked with Emmanuel a little longer before heading to bed as the night set in on Valencia. I'm leaving Valencia on the way to Barcelona. The bus, although slower than the train between Valencia and Barcelona, is the cheaper option and takes about 4.5 hours. Barcelona is a huge city, and with only a day to see it all, the metro was the fastest way for me to get around. The second largest city in Spain, Barcelona has a population of 1.6 million people. I first visited Park Güell, which is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site designed by Antoni Gaudí in the early 1900s. This beautiful park has some of the best views of the entire city. Antoni Gaudí was a famous Spanish architect who lived in Barcelona for a period of time, designing many things, including his home, which has now been turned into a museum in his honor. After walking through the park, it was time to visit one of Gaudí's most famous buildings. One of the most famous icons in Barcelona sits behind me. Started in 1882, the interior will be completed by 2010, with the exterior by 2030. The Sagrada Famlia was Gaudí's last project, left incomplete after his sudden death when he was run over by a tram in 1926. Now in its 125th year of construction, the massive Roman Catholic Church has taken longer than expected to build due to many different factors, one of them being that Gaudi never actually had any building plans, and it was created solely from sketches and models that he had made. When completed, it will hold 15,000 people, and the great thing about it is that you can see the most visual work on the outside without having to pay a single dollar in entrance fees. Some people say a downside to traveling by yourself is that you have no one to take a photo of you with pretty cool things. But it's actually quite easy, as long as the camera is in your left hand. Who says you can't have a little fun when you travel by yourself?